the second book in the series. It took Lucinda an eternity to find her beloved angel, Daniel, but he waited for her. Now they are forced apart again, to protect Luz from the outcasts, immortals who want her dead. During their separation, Luz learns about her mysterious past lives, but the more she discovers, the more she suspects that Daniel is hiding something. What if Daniel's version of the past isn't true? Is it really their destiny to be together? Or is Luz actually meant to be with someone else? The thrilling sequel to the international bestseller Fallen. Surprisingly enough, the second book was not as good as the first. The back makes it sound freaking awesome, absolutely freaking amazing, but I think it could be because Daniel and Cam aren't in this book as much. We still have Roland, and we meet a few new people when Luz goes to the Shoreline School to basically hide. Remember Miss Sophia? She's part of the 27 Orders of Zishmelin. I'm not sure I'm saying that correctly. If I'm not, I'm sorry. They're after her, and then we also have the outcasts that are after her, and the outcasts are very, 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 very freaky. Like, I don't like them at all, because they have Azazel, the only angel left that can still make star shots. And star shots are arrows that can kill angels and demons. In other words, Daniel and Cam and Gabby, Molly, Ariane, Rowan, all of them. They have a blunt end that is made out of a very special material that is, well, it's fatal to angels and demons. In this book, Cam and Daniel have a truce to protect Luz. But it's true that Daniel hasn't told Luz everything. But they do trust Francesca enough. She is a teacher at Shoreline, who coincidentally is married to a demon named Stephen. I think I just made a rhyme. So they teach Luz a little bit more about angels, demons. It's a very big educational experience for her. We meet Shelby, she's a little bit rough around the edges in the beginning, but I actually really love her. She's so cool. She does yoga, she likes plants, she's a bit of a bitch, but that's just what makes her awesome. But Shelby likes Miles, a new character as well. But Miles, even though every single person at that school knows who Luz is, they know who Daniel is, they know all their history because it's like the Bible, it's written, everyone knows it. And he's crushing on Luz. Luz makes a very big decision to bleach her hair, because you know what they say, when a woman is ready for change, she changes her hair. Looks a bit awkward as far as I know. When Daniel sees her, he's like, what happened? But there is a very cute scene in this book where they basically dance in the air above the ocean. It is so nice. Roland does show up at the school. I'm still not really sure if Cam sent him to watch after Luz, because as I said, Cam he'll always hold a soft spot in my heart. We learn what the shadows that Luz sees in the first book, that she is convinced is the stuff that kills her in every single lifetime. They're called announcers, and she finds out she can actually step through the announcers to see memories of her past lives. Now, the thing with the whole Daniel hiding something is they aren't allowed to tell her certain things, because then she will die. She'll croak. It'll be the end of Lucinda Price. She has to hide. She has to learn things on her own, figure them out all by herself. No outside help from either side, because otherwise it could end fatally for her. Sorry. I think my husband has a cold. Speaking of, if you see me in the exact same clothes and makeup in the next few videos, I do have a bit of a sinus infection that's only getting worse, so I want to film while I can still talk properly. Otherwise, I just might shoot myself, and I don't want to miss more deadlines on my videos. I might also be bringing back Book Tag Thursday if I can find enough interesting book tags. We meet another girl in here. I can't remember her name right now, but she is, I think, a descendant of Lilith, which comes in later as well. Lilith does play a huge role in the series, but only later. She's also a major bitch. We don't like her. She's the Molly of Shoreline. Molly is still a bitch, but at the end of this book, Molly actually helps Luce, kinda. Luce learns a lot of things while delving into the announcers, and then she gets chased by the outcasts, and dude, she has to go back home. So when she does do that, she was late, and Molly actually pretended to be her by putting on a black wig and everything, and they had to dye her hair back. But then there's this whole showdown in her backyard, and she steps into, I think it's a shade, and the last thing we see is Luce stepping into an announcer, and Daniel doesn't know what to do. He has to go into the past as well to find her, because in my opinion she shouldn't have done that. Like, I understand she wants to know more, she wants to learn more, she wants to know who she is, but there must have been a better way. But then again, if there was, we wouldn't have the next book, so I don't know, maybe it makes sense. But I'm gonna try not to give too much away in these few videos. After this we have 3 videos left: Passion, Rapture, and Unforgiven, and then we will have to decide which books I will be discussing next. And please guys, you can always go follow me on my social media. It's also at Books for Gypsy TV for my bookstagram right there. For more frequent bookish content, I am on Twitter, but I don't really use it much, so basically just bookstagram. Yeah, I think that's it for Torment. Good book. I would rate it about 3 out of 5, just because of you miss certain characters. You miss Cam, you miss Daniel. It does have more drama than the first book, but again, you miss those main characters. You want to see more of what they're going through, which happens in Fallen in Love. I don't have the novella, but I have read it. I will be discussing it next week with Passion. Love this cover, isn't it so pretty? But it will be another 2 for 1. I don't want to make these videos too long, so please don't forget to stake that like button, hit the bell notification with the silver bullet, and get your friends to subscribe. Help a book geek out, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!